I'd like to welcome everybody to the Canadian Coast Guard base here in St. John's. My name is Wade Spurl. I'm the Assistant Commissioner for the Canadian Coast Guard and responsible for the operations of the Canadian Coast Guard in Atlantic Canada. So in that role, I'd like to welcome you to the base here in St. John's to recognize the 30th anniversary of the arrival of 155 Tamils here in St. John's and in Canada. On a personal note, 30 years ago I was the Chief Officer on Leonard J. Cowley and was aboard. Tonight we picked everybody up. So on behalf of my shipmates at that time who took part in the rescue and recovery, I'd like to welcome the people who came back 30 years later. The men and women of the Canadian Coast Guard often have a chance to help mariners and people in distress on the water. Very seldom, 30 years later, people come back to see us, so this is very remarkable for us. I'd also like to acknowledge somebody who's not here today, and that was Captain Gus Dalton, who placed the original call that alerted the SAR system and started the whole process of getting the people safely ashore. Don't have much more to say. When we finish a few short speeches, I have Captain Stephen Gillett here from behind you there, Steve, who is the present commanding officer to Leonard J. Cowley, and the ship is sailing later on this evening, but the captain and the crew have graciously managed to find some time, so we're going to be able to have a tour of the ship after we have a few comments. So with that, I'd like to turn to Saru from the Canadian Tamil Congress. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Sarujan Kanapati Pillai, and I'm a part of the Canadian Tamil Congress and the project coordinator for Tamil Journeys 1986. I wish to start off by thanking the management and crew of the CCG, Leonard J. Crowley, and in particular, Wade Spurl, the Assistant Commissioner for Atlantic Region Canada Coast Guard. As he mentioned, he was in this very ship 30 years ago, rescuing these refugees, and his great work to serve people continues today. And thank you for also allowing us to take a chance to look at the trawler. We would also like to take a moment to thank Sam Whiffen. Sam, there we go. Sam is back there, who helped us get connected with the Assistant Commissioner and helped coordinate this press conference overall. So thank you, Sam. On August 11th, 1986, Captain Gus Dalton and the crew spotted 155 Tamil refugees crammed into two small light